Hey, what's up, you guys? It's the Sweet Tea Show, and I'm back to talk about Love and Hip Hop Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 8, Episode 9. This time it's Episode 9. And boy, can I tell you, before I start talking about Love and Hip Hop, it has been a stressful day today. When I tell y'all I had a long, stressful day, like, I'm in my little blankets to do this review because I need something to hug me and make me comfortable because I had one of those days. But before I talk about that, shout out to Happy Mother's Day. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the lovely mothers out there and the mothers that sit here and watch my videos. I hope you guys had a lovely Mother's Day. Mine was okay. I was able to go out to eat, go to the beach, get cards from my twins, and my lovely man got me a laptop. So it was great. It was great. It was relaxing. I called out yesterday from work. Some car troubles, which leads me to why today I just need a whole do-over. I'm so glad today is over with. Like, my car is just giving me so much hell. Like, the battery light came on the other night. The night I went to go see Bobby Valentino at the after party. And I didn't drive yesterday. I barely drove today. I drove it to go get the battery looked at. Then I had to drive it all the way over here to Nebraska. Those who live in Tampa know what I'm talking about. To this place called Tommy's. And they fixed my alternator belt. And so now there's no more squeaky noises in my car. But on second thought, not on second thought, he's telling me the battery is no good that the guy gave me and my boyfriend earlier today. So I guess we're going to have to go look in the morning, go see if the battery is good or not. We're going to figure it out. But it's crazy because when I drove home to pick up my car and take it back home, the battery light didn't come on at all. So I don't know if the battery's not good at all. The man's saying I barely have a couple of days to use it. So I don't know. Either way it goes, I'm glad it's over with. Let me try getting this review. But before I get in this review, Rashida, I don't know how I can take Rashida. She played Dr. Phil card this whole episode. And I'm not saying Rashida is not a smart woman, an intelligent woman. I just personally can't see myself taking advice from somebody who's still putting up with bullshit from her husband. I give it by next season, Kurt gonna do something else. Rather he do something later on at the end of this season. So I can't take her serious. She right, but it's like, girl, really? Says the woman who took her husband back after he had a baby on you. But I know somebody gonna read me later. I said, well, she cheated too. I mean, after all these seasons, now you come out with the I cheat on Kurt too. All right, y'all had that. Let's go ahead and start talking about this episode. So we start off with BK. He's crying because Sierra revealed that she was cheating too. He don't know what to do, and Kurt and his third apple got to sit up here on my TV and give the man some advice. And like I said, Kurt and Rashida is the last people I would take advice from, and out of everybody in that fucking cabin. To be honest, I'm sorry to say it, the only person I would have took advice from in that cabin is Shakana. And let me tell you why. Shakana had me rolling when she said, and y'all wonder why I'm single. That's the best advice you could give somebody. You wonder why she's single. And Shakana, I ain't got to wonder. I understand. Because look at that bullshit with all these crazy people. Yeah, I stay single if I were you too. And I would tell my friends that just stay single and shut the fuck up. Shakana was the only one who didn't have no baggage there. No what happened, no this, that, sleeping with nobody. Shakana is the only bitch that matters is her on her side. So with that being said, Rashida, let me see what happened. Oh, that's right. Rashida brings up the fact that Carly has started some mess between Jock and Kendra. So she goes and gets Carly out her room. Carly says everybody need to keep her name out their mouth. And she started saying some other stuff, acting like a real life crackhead. And that's what she was acting like. And Kendra said, you a miserable bitch. And then Carly said, you a bitch. And they start going back and forth. And Carly sits up here and says, oh, the truth hurts. When I try to tell the truth, nobody wants to hear. And Kendra gets loud with her to the point Jock in his blue hair stands up. And he's telling her, you need to chill. Why are you getting out of character? She's over here telling Carly, I would dog walk you. Carly trying to slide off the couch, acting like she gonna do something. We all know she not gonna do nothing. And I'm looking at Kendra like, bitch, ain't you a lawyer? See, this is why you don't need to be on the show. Maybe that's why Jock kept your ass away from this nonsense. Girl, you gonna lose your license behind Carly and that bullshit. So with that being said, Carly ended up throwing a shoe. It almost hit Bambi. It never hit Kendra, but she's still popping off the mouth. Jock said he had enough. Him and his blue hair walks away. Meanwhile, while everybody's going crazy, Bambi in the background telling my son how Carly almost hit her with that shoe. She got her messed up. This is Scrap. Scrap is hilarious. I freaking love Scrap. Scrap is hilarious. That's something I would have been doing. Scrappy had me rolling. So, moving on from that, it's just too much chaotic on that damn trip. And it's all because of you, Carly, because you ain't got no damn sense. It's like Jock and everybody said, you miserable, so you want everybody else to be miserable. Moving on from that, Erica Dixon is glowing. Erica is glowing. She looks very beautiful. Her skin is clear. Because she used to have some acne. Like, there's times you just see bumps here, bumps there. Bump right here on her nose. Bump under her chin, you know. But her face is very clear. Like, the twins is making her glow so much. And she was telling Mama D and her mom how she's very scared. This pregnancy is different from her first child. Because they're twins and they're sharing the same sac. And one might be getting more nutrients than the other. And I have heard that. I have heard that if the baby is in the same placenta, that they can take nutrients from the other. Thank God when I had my twins, they was in separate sacs. They were able to move around together and flip and all this stuff. But nobody was getting more nutrient than the other. Both of them was very preemie, very small. So thank God for that. I pray that her babies will be the same way, that no one's taking nutrients from the other and stuff like that. Moving on from that, Erica says she wants to sit down and have a conversation with Scrappy because Scrappy don't even talk to her no more. It went from text until they barely communicate. Mama D asked her how she tried to reach out to the Bams. She said, yeah, but Bams ain't trying to talk to me. So Mama D said she gonna make it happen because at the end of the day, they family. Moving on from that. So everyone is in the kitchen talking about how Carly was acting, and Bams is still talking about how Carly almost hit her with that shoe. Bams is not trying to let that shit go. So Carly walks in and hears them talking about her, and she goes, Bambi, really? And she said, Carly, really? And they go back and forth about the whole situation. Bambi let her know, you could have hit me with that shoe. What was the whole point of that? She told us, I wasn't aiming for you. I was aiming for Kendra. You just... I guess it was just, I don't know. Carly was making excuses for her, and Bambi was trying to talk to her. Rashida's trying to talk to her, and Carly just acting like, again, a crackhead. Talking about, I'm tired of being bullied. And Bambi said, girl, bullied? What is you talking about? And she over here talking about stuff. Everybody want to take shots at me and all this stuff. She just acting stupid, screaming out, acting like a wild maniac. To the point where she was like, girl, is you okay? I never seen you act like this. And to the point where she even talked about it in her confessional. She said that Carly is really taking this mo and losing her baby very hard. Like, she's acting wild, and no one never seen her act this way before. It's unbelievable. And at this point, Carly just, if everybody's done taking shots, I'm going to my room. Hallelujah. And just being the outmost. And it's like, Carly, you acting like a disturbed teenager. Cut the bullshit. I do get where Rashida coming from, but cut the bullshit. Later we see that later on. I don't know, was it the next day, which was morning, or later on that night, but Rashida comes in there. This bitch is halfway naked with a robe on. So I guess Carly Red do sleep naked in random beds. Anyway, she asked Carly what's going on with her. Is she okay? And Carly actually had a clear mind. I don't know if that hoe took her mask or took a hot bath or a hot shower, but something was wrong with that crackhead at that moment. Something was wrong. So Carly sits here and was just saying how she's just bothered and she just upset and she apologized for acting that way. So then Rashida asked her, well, why did you throw the shoe at Kendra? What is that all about? So Carly sits up here and says, I was asked a question and now nobody can handle the truth. She was like, she asked what was the timeline between me and Jock, and I explained to her. I just let her know we wasn't having sex, we were just kicking it. And then everybody wants to get all mad. She claims she tried to throw the shoe at Jock because Jock was being disrespectful. Every time I turn around, Carly always tell my son, Jock is being disrespectful, but you always in Jock's face. And women like that is what I be talking about in my book and what I be talking about in general. If somebody disrespects me or says something that's disrespectful towards me or to me, I don't fuck with you. Because let me tell you something. Respect is everything. I give respect to people every day, whether you my boss, whether you my friend, whether you my neighbor, whether I'm in the grocery store and you clocking me out, checking me out. I give respect. So I like respect too. So my thing is, if Jock's so disrespectful or always saying disrespectful shit to you, why do you continue to be in his face, Carly Red? Why do you continue to be in his face? I don't understand. It's like Jock said, you're miserable and you want everybody to be miserable with you. That's what it is. So I'm not even feeling to talk about it no more. All I know is Rashida hugged her and that was that. Although Rashida did let her know, if you and Mo can't work things out, then let the shit go. But all this drama, it got to stop. And it does. So moving on from that. So Mimi meets up with Pooh. I'm not even going to talk about that shit too long because it was just... Anyway, Mimi meets up with Pooh. Pooh is laughing, acting stupid, talking about Mimi need to get Botox or some shit she said. So Mimi said, I'm not here to chit chat about that. I'm here to talk about that party. So Pooh talking about something, the party. She said, yes, girl, the party. She said, why did you do that? Why did you sit up here and do that to Carly? Carly's going through a rough time. That was not the time nor the place. Pooh thinks this shit is funny. Pooh sits up here and lets everybody know, well, lets Mimi know, well, that bitch is too old and her man want to have kids and I don't think he should try to have kids with an old ass woman or whatever. Mimi doesn't find this funny. Mimi tells her, what is up with the age? We all around the same age, which is why I keep telling everybody. Y'all keep talking about some Carly old, Carly old. Okay, but Carly does look good her age. I do agree she's too old to be acting the way she fucking act. And it almost made me wonder, do your daughter act this way too? Because that don't make no sense how you act, Carly. I don't know if you act like that because the cameras are around or you act like that in your everyday life. But bitch, you do need to stop. You're a beautiful woman. Don't get it wrong. You look good your age. Don't get it wrong. But you really do act like a crackhead at times. Like, I don't know what the fuck be wrong with you. So, Pooh sits up here talking about some, yeah, that was my ride-die chick, but she went fake on me. She didn't invite me to the engagement. Oh my God, we still talking about that. Then she said, I had to send a gift. So Mimi said, you need to apologize. Pooh says, I'm not apologizing, but I have a talk with her. And I'll get all the girls together because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to miss my friends for this. And I was looking at Pooh like, well, who's your friend? Who said they was your friend? These girls been talking about you since you've been on this TV show. So moving on from that. So let me see. Oh yeah, so Rashida has everyone playing arts and crafts, making a damn boat, and they're gonna put what they like about themselves or what they hate about themselves or need to work on or whatever, and they're gonna sell it out to the ocean. I did not give two fucks, and that was that. So I don't know what everybody said. All I know is Carly Red walked back to her room, saw rose petals on the floor, and she walks in as Mo. Mo lets her know he loves her. He's not trying to give up on her. So Carly Red basically says she doesn't know how she can trust him, but she does love him. He asked her where's her ring. She said in the bathroom. He goes in that bathroom, get that. He said, don't you ever take this off again. I'm not going to give up on you. I'm going to spend all my days still loving you. So Carly gives him a chance, and I'm glad she did. And I like what she told him at the end. She said, You a good man, I can tell. Girl, you knew that was a good man. Carly Red ain't stupid. Y'all, you know, she might act like a little crackhead, but she ain't stupid. She know a good man when she see one. You know that's a good man. And I'm kind of glad her and Mo to work things out because, bitch, you were doing the most on this trip. You done turned a positivity to a negativity trip. You done caused all the fucking rackets. It didn't make no sense because you're miserable. You want everybody else to be miserable. Now, you and Mo are back on point, and now Sierra and BK not even together. We see them packing up for the cabin. Sierra trying to get BK attention, give her something. BK just jamming like a child with the headphones in his ear, not paying her no two fucks at all, and walks out. So we later on see Sierra tells Akbar and Carly she to cut him off along with Pooh. So that's that. Let's see. I can't talk about the Bankhead event because unfortunately my cable went out for a second. So I don't know what happened between Akbar and Tokyo. I guess they fought on stage or they threw something at each other's stage. They were taking shots at each other on stage. I don't know what happened. But I do know Sierra met up with Akbar and Sierra let Akbar know she can't be acting like that. That's wrong for her to be acting like that towards Tokyo. Akbar ain't trying to hear. Akbar says she's the queen. And let me tell you something about queen, baby. Because I call myself a queen too. We don't step down for peasants. We don't do that. And the way you was acting was a real peasant. You don't knock another woman down for her hustle. Whether she from that city or not, Akbar, you don't show hate in your blood. You build the next woman up. That's what queens do. We hold our crown to the next crown. That's what we do. We don't step down and act like we're better than everybody. We're this, we're that. You in my city, I run this and that. Sweetheart. Now, I don't like to throw out people's skeletons in their closet, but you can't be around here calling people a queen and you this and that, and you ain't even taking care of none of your children. You just got an apartment and it's in somebody else's name, okay? You a struggling artist. You ain't on nobody's radio, okay? I ain't never even heard of you. The only thing I heard about you was you beat Tommy ass or Tommy beat your ass or however it went. I just heard you got into a fight with Tommy and now you on this show. That's how I know about you. You ain't on nobody's radio station. You ain't on none of that. You ain't on nobody's billboard. You ain't even on nobody's magazine. Calm that shit down. Tokyo just got a Reebok commercial. Where's your commercial? You need to tone it down, sis. You feeling yourself a little too much. Like my mom saying, you sniffing your ass a little too much. Okay? Okay. So Carly walks in and Sierra talks about we've been a little distance, but Sierra lets everybody know that her and BK is cut off and she cut Pooh off. Akbar said, who the hell is Pooh? Here go Carly. A messy bitch. Well, you would know, wouldn't you? Moving on from that. So Carly actually goes to Pooh's event. And Carly is the only one who went besides Mimi. Nobody else showed up. So Pooh is in the background. Oh my God, she showed up. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I don't even know how the conversation started between her and Carly. All I know is Carly said, you know you was trying to sleep with BK. And that's when all the shit started. Pooh acted like the other crackhead that owed the other crackhead. And now the crackhead wants her half of the share of the rocks. Like, oh God, they were like two chickens about to squabble. Carly's doing the ooh and all this stuff, and this bitch tried to get Carly. She jumping over tables, trying to throw chairs, trying to climb over security. Like, I'm telling you. Then she started yelling, you messed up my sheet, bitch. You wet up my $700 sheet. Bitch, I sleep on the blessed cloth. And I'm just like, Carly, just go ahead and say you slept with this woman. Because I feel like that's what this is about. I feel like Pooh is mad that you keep denying the fact that you slept with her. Just admit it was one drunken night or whatever. You licked her ass. And that was that. Because this is, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. But Pooh did say that she would talk to Sierra. She said BK tried to come on to her. She ain't trying to come on to BK. Either way it goes, somebody is lying about that situation. And that's all I know. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Click like and subscribe and share. And I will catch you guys next week. My back is killing me. That's why I'm sitting like this. I can't wait to start using my video on my laptop I got. That's what I'm going to start doing, because everybody knows when I do these videos, I'm doing it on my phone. So once I do that, I'm going to start making these videos, in my bed. That's what I'm going to do. And that's where I'm about to go right now, in that bed. Good night, you guys. Catch you later.